Hello and welcome to another episode of Practical IT. In this episode, we're going to be going through the installation of Proxmox VE. That's Proxmox Virtualization Edition 6.1. Let's go ahead and get started. We are booting a Dell Optiplex 790. We're going to trigger F12 for the one-time boot menu and select the CD, DVD, CDRW drive. And that will kick off our installer. From the Proxmox screen, we are going to select Install Proxmox VE, and it will go ahead and start loading the installer. Everything's looking good so far. We get to the first screen of the installer, and we're presented with an end user license agreement, and go ahead and click I agree. On this machine, we've only got one hard drive, so we're going to just click next. The country selected is correct. We're going to select the time zone. And this is a long list of time zones. It's a little clunky, honestly, but since you only have to do the install piece once, it should be all right. And we'll go back up and we'll select Detroit for the Eastern time zone. Like I said, it's a little clunky. So we've got Detroit selected and we move on to the next screen. And we're entering the password twice. If we try to skip the email, it'll tell us it's invalid and it will prompt us to enter something that validates. On this screen, management network configuration, all we have to do is enter the host name. And again, you can make something up that works for your particular configuration. And then click Next. And we end up with a summary screen. This will kick off the actual install, and I have already sped this up so we don't have to sit here and wait for it too very long, and we'll get to the end of this install. And then we go ahead and select Reboot. It does tell us beforehand that we have the IP address shown on the screen. That's going to be different for everybody depending on how your network is set up. And when we get to the blue boot screen, we will know that everything is working properly so far. And that should pop up here in a moment. I did have a little issue with trying to eject the disk from a USB drive, but this should not be an issue if you're using a flash drive instead of an actual optical drive. We've triggered the reboot, and we're going to get here to our blue screen momentarily. And here we are. And that brings us to the end of this part 1 video in the Proxmox series. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please take a moment and give a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and feel free to leave comments down below. The next video will be coming out in just a few days. Thank you for watching. Happy computing, stay safe, and have a great day.